Cuba, it's me! Oh my god, what a game! The Blue Jays, what can I say? Come on, you're just as excited as I am, especially if it's like the game just finished. And I'm trying to put out this video as quick as I can. Okay, what a game. 11-10 for the Blue Jays. It did not, I almost wanted to stop watching, but I won't, because like what else am I going to watch anyway? So, Alex Manoah's starting against the A's pitcher, Manaea. I think I'm saying that right. I don't even know. And it doesn't go well. In his first inning, he gives up 2 runs. He was kind of struggling there, but then he seemed to settle in. And the Manaea guy, man, he was lights out. They had a couple runs there. They were able to tie it up, and then it got to be 6-2. Manoah had a really shaky inning there. A lot of controversy surrounding that because so he's been pitching inside. He's hit quite a few batters this year already. And there's been some heated exchanges and stuff like that. And he's just trying to pitch inside. He's even worked on it. He's trying to go to the middle of the rubber so he doesn't have that happen anymore. But he's a young pitcher struggling with. Some people say it was intentional. I don't believe it was intentional. Why would he want to hit the guy? So anyway, he almost hit the one guy, Harrison. And then, on the very next pitch, he does hit him, and Harrison's worked up. And I'm like, oh man, because Manoah's usually really vocal. I've seen him be vocal and chirping back at players and the umps and everything like that, but he actually kept his cool and didn't do anything, which I was glad at. So I'm like, okay, this might quiet down. The very next batter, on the very first pitch, throws it, hits him in the head, and it's like, this is going to be a riot. This is going to be a bench-clearing brawl. Actually, props to the Blue Jays and the Athletics for not getting it. I seen Harrison and all them guys joking around and stuff like that, and just they seem cool, like they're not gonna fight. Especially in this game is so important. You could tell. Like, look at the manager for Oakland. He's heated and everything. So, what can I say? So it gets to be 8-2 as Nate Pearson comes back, and we're excited to see him, and he gives up a couple runs. Although he got a lot of ground balls, and then the defense really wasn't doing it for him. But anyway, so he gives up 2 runs. It's 8-2. And they go to the 8th inning, and I'm like, okay, well, we got a couple minutes left. And sure enough, they get on. The guy gives up a couple walks. Valera gets a hit. And then this is the critical at bat. It was 8-3 with Alejandro Kirk at. It's not the most critical bat. I'll get to that. 8-3, Alejandro Kirk's up. And then he manages to get the walk. Can you believe that? And then the tying run comes to the plate, Lourdes Gurriel, and he's kind of just sitting on that fastball, and I'm like, you could feel it, like the intent, like if he doesn't come through, there's 2 outs with the bases loaded, like especially with the Kirk at bat, and then the first pitch, and I haven't heard the Rogers Center like that since like 2015, and there's only like 14,000 people there. Imagine if they had full capacity, how much. So he hits the grand slam, tie game, the place is going bananas, and then they bring in Jordan Romano, and he's fired up, and the crowd's fired up, cheering every pitch he gets. Well, the first one, there was a little bit of thing with that, it was a bad throw by Valera, but then the first base coach got in the way, although he wouldn't have been out anyway, so why even bother calling the interference thing? And then the next guy comes up, seeing what Romano's throwing, like 11 out of 12 pitches were fastballs. First guy comes up, boom, hits it, a line drive right off the foul pole, 10-8. And I'm just like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, they finally came back, got 6 runs and tied it up, and then they're gonna just lose like that. Because I thought it was gonna be kind of a grinder and go to extra innings. So it's 10-8, and you're just like, come on. But then Valera comes up in the bottom of the 9th, against Romo, great pitcher, throwing that slider like 75 miles per hour, and he just somehow gets it over the third baseman's head, and the left fielder can't make a play on it. He gets on base, and you're just like, okay, here we go. And then George Springer having a tough at bat. You could tell he wants it so bad. So there's a slider way outside the plate, and he just like one-hands it and drops it in for a double. So now here we go. Simeon comes up. He's not having a good night. He's 0 for 4, and quickly not looking good in this at-bat, and then he gets one pitch, boom, walk-off home run, Blue Jays win, baseball is life, life is baseball, Cuba, what a night!